It's been a little minute since we've covered one of these videos, but I feel like I have to today, especially because it's coming from the Breakfast Club, right? Typically, I don't ever agree with what is coming from the mouths of those that represent the Breakfast Club, mainly Charlamagne the God, bro. But you know what I'm saying? They're typically, more of the liberal, victimhood, or woke-ish type of mentalities on this motherfucker. But today, they chose, well, one individual chose to speak facts. I didn't sit through the whole video, the whole interview, man. I just saw one short clip that I like to share with y'all, and then we're going to dive into a little bit more, man. But Jess Hilarious, if you don't know her, she a comedian, co-host on the Breakfast Club, man. She was just dropping facts. You know what I mean? But you know how it go with that cult, with those that see the world that way, man. But they call everything transphobic, but it's transphobic to say that only women can have babies. But let's dive on in, shall we?
To have some things ingrained in the way that you move about your day, period, to understand that the work never stops. So we just got to find that balance.
And for you, I want somebody who knows that women can have babies.
Oh, okay.
Only women can have babies. I just want to let you know that.
Interesting. There are other people who can have babies.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if they have a uterus, they can have babies. But they just might not identify as women.
Okay.
Those are two different things. Like, you can be biologically female, but you can't be biologically woman. Because woman is a gender construct.
Fuck, it's not. It is not, but same story, different fucking day, but we discussing it today. A woman and female are synonyms. They're exact same thing, and we're not gonna let these say otherwise. We're not gonna let these confuse more. We're not gonna let these redefine words, dog. A woman is a female is a woman is biologically a person that has a fucking womb that is meant there to make babies, to procreate. Motherfucker. Woman is not a social construct. Man is not a social construct. Anyway.
A social construct. Okay. If you got a uterus, yeah, you can have a baby.
Yes, that's the point. If you have a uterus, you can have a baby.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we agree on that.
You dropped the ball, Jess. You dropped the ball, Jess.
Lene. But you do have to have.
Anyway, like, this was going viral on it's going viral, period, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I guess she tagged some shit on the post or whatnot. You want this? It's fire. you want the ability. But they think they can do if they got a uterus. You know what I mean? Consider themselves a man. They think they already got that. They always women, but I'm seeing videos of men putting their titties in babies' mouths when all the baby can pull out is fucking sodium from some male nips and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But you got these men out here, these women out here who identify as men and are gonna say, yeah, I can do that. I can get my manly ass pregnant. No, bitch, you ain't a man. You ain't a man, sorry. You feel me? But yeah, she's turning up, dog. My uterus is my superpower. Signed a woman. There you go. I like that. But apparently some other fucking retard, Kevin Ortega Rojas, calls out Jess Hilarious for making transphobic comments during an interview. It's time to abandon these transphobic talking points. So let's see them. Cry me a river.
This message is for Jess Hilarious. Transphobia affects you too. Here's why. The Instagram comedian Jess Hilarious, who is currently serving as a co-host on the Breakfast Club radio show, is constantly throwing jabs at transgender people even when they are not the topic of discussion.
Is she?
And for you, I want somebody.
Is she constantly throwing jabs? I don't watch Breakfast Club that much, so y'all gotta let me know, dog. But you know what I'm saying? Right here, she's telling no lies.
Who knows that women can have babies?
Oh, okay.
Only women can have babies. I just want to let you know that.
Interesting.
And this most recent incident isn't new. She's been doing this for years. And the reason is that she thinks transphobia will never affect her. But she's wrong. In June 2023, Michelle...
Like, how you make that connection, though, fam? How you think that she think that transphobia will never... What? She ain't even think about this shit, bro. Any woman of sound mind is going to feel the same way that a Jess Hilarious feels. Any woman that agrees with what these retards are saying are psychotic. They're neurologically destroyed, right? Idiots, especially women, bro, just giving up who you are. What's about? A woman is a social construct just made the fuck up. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Why would you volunteer to just give your shit away? Womanhood. A woman. I'm woman, hear me roar. You gonna let motherfucker with testes say they could be women? Right? It just and then on top of that, bro, the same motherfuckers out here that be like preaching this bullshit be the same one talking about feminist this and body autonomy that and sexual liberation this. Like, them bitches don't even go together, dog. How you gonna be a whole feminist out here empowering women, but in the same conversation, in the same breath, say a woman is a social construct? So you cutting your legs from up under you, dog. Fucking idiots. Bro, it's been a minute since we had one of these conversations, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, we still got it. We still got it. Yeah, I mean, I just been preoccupied, dog. But you know what I'm saying? The message still stands. Anyway, let's see what this fucking stupid ass talking about. Michelle Dion Peacock.
Dion Peacock, a 59-year-old black woman, was murdered by her neighbor Tommy Wayne Earl. Earl approached Michelle in broad daylight and slashed her throat open with a straight razor outside of her home. Earl told police he harbored a long-standing grudge against Michelle because, in his words, she was a, quote, male acting like a woman. He thought Michelle was transgender. She was not. This message is for Jess Hilarious.
What the fuck they got to do with anything? Because he confused her? Because she was a harder looking woman? It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna justify or try to explain what the fuck he did, dog. Dog was clearly a bigot, another retard, and decided to murder somebody because of who the fuck they were. That's a whole different conversation, fam. It's a whole different conversation, fam. We pushing the goalpost to prove what point exactly, dog? What else you got to say?
She was just an older black woman who didn't fit his definition of femininity. And guess what, Jess? Neither do you. What you don't understand is that the transphobia you helped to spread and normalize will be used against you and women who look like you. Women who do not fit the Eurocentric, ultra-feminine expectation of what a woman should look like, act like, or sound like. So when
that was a reach. Reach. You gonna use one example of a man out here that is the real definition of transphobic, bro. You know what I mean? If we're going to call a spade a spade, that's the real definition of transphobia. Well, I don't know, is it? Because transphobia means you're scared of it. Well, I mean, yeah, he's scared of it, and he killed someone he believed was a trans. That's the real definition of transphobic, bro. All this other shit you talking about ain't got nothing to do with transphobia, bro. We just calling a spade a spade. Women, and only women have uteruses. And anyone else that believes otherwise is the fucking problem.
the narrative that you helped to push fully transform our society.
All right, I'm sick of hearing this fucking idiot talk. They're all idiots. I gotta watch my language because YouTube's gonna come after me for being mean or whatever. But they're not very smart.